on location for this episode of Pottawattamie County Routes. I am Todd Studer, and this is Josh Madsen, the mayor of Underwood, who has come over to Arrowhead Park. How about it? It's kind of nice out here, isn't it?
Perfect night for it, honestly.
Oh yeah, it was last night as we're recording this, but last night it was a little breezy.
Really.
Yeah, so your hair might have been blowing around a little bit last night, but tonight just a really light breeze and about 75 degrees and what you would call Chamber of Commerce weather, I think.
Yeah.
kind of thing. Say, you've got something exciting coming up. You want to make an announcement here?
Yeah. So August 22nd, we have been given a grant by the Iowa West Foundation, which we're very thankful for.
Mhm.
Iowa West is one of the best organizations to ever come to Iowa and Western Iowa in itself, because I don't know how smaller towns or smaller organizations can do it without the help of Iowa
Right.
West Foundation. So they've given us a grant that is going to we're gonna have a block party in town. It's gonna happen right on Main Street. We're gonna have a band. We're gonna
Mhm.
have drinks. It's gonna happen August 22nd. Start around 5 p.m. and it's just gonna be a great event for the whole community to come out and enjoy.
Just kind of like a community celebration
Yeah,
deal. And
that's the
yeah,
goal is to get everybody out of their houses. It's gonna be we chose August 22nd as essentially Dead Week in the state of Iowa, and it's the last Saturday before.
no, you're all right. Don't worry about it. Listen, if we were, everything went perfectly with these things, nobody would believe it. So
Yeah.
it's fine. That is not the first phone that's gone off on an interview. I promise you, it's okay.
Yeah. So, well, yeah, like I said, it's the last Saturday before school starts.
Yeah.
So get everybody together, get the community together before the mad rush of getting the school season starts. So,
Uh, Band picked out yet, or is that still coming?
no, that's still coming.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten one quite yet. I got a couple phone calls out there, but
Hmm.
I think we'll get one. I prefer to have a local one,
Yeah.
just to keep it around the Underwood community. And so I have a phone call out to one specifically.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. I may know one or two out there
perfect.
too.
After this, then I'm gonna make some contacts.
No, absolutely. I love these kind of events. It's like a celebration for the community, but at the same time, you're building the community, and you have to, and especially the young people, they have to see you doing that kind of thing. They have to see that, yeah, we care about what's going on here, and obviously, just from the timing of when you did it, you do care.
Yeah.
You wanted to make sure that those young people were available.
Yeah, and we're gonna call it the harvest party, just because as September comes around,
Hmm.
farmers get in the field. Let's give them a good time before their busy season starts. So, actually, the Friends of Underwood, they did it. They had a harvest party
Hmm.
in years past, and so in meeting with one of their members, kind of came up with the idea of calling it the harvest party again, just because it's the timing of it, that kind of thing. So.
I know you kind of had to go through a council vote with this, didn't you?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but
So
that I'm sure, I'm just wondering what kind of comments you were getting from there. There's got to be, I would think there'd be some excitement about it.
yeah, I think they were excited about it. We have a great council on, now currently. They were all for the idea. Just a little couple hoops to jump through. We will have adult beverages there, so
Hmm.
we got that taken care of. Closing down the street, that kind of thing. So,
Full disclosure, there's adult beverages here.
oh, so now you're telling me after we get started. So my Diet Mountain Dew doesn't work.
uh, so that's just one of the events. I mean, Underwood's a great place to be. You got stuff coming up even before then, don't you?
Yeah, we have so Friends of Underwood, which is a nonprofit group in Underwood. They are doing the Junkwood, which is June
Hmm.
13th. A lot of local vendors, a lot of out of town vendors come
Yeah.
sell
Yeah, I was
unique
over there
items.
last year. Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
It's a great event. It takes up majority of Main Street. There's vendors all down the both sides where people can come just walk down Main Street,
Mhm.
see the everything going on in town, and buy stuff. And there's woodworking, there's candles, jewelry, T-shirts, all kinds of things where people can just it's almost like it's an outdoor craft fair essentially.
Yeah.
So
Very cool. And then big 4th of July celebration coming up this year.
yeah, that's couple changes that are happening this year. One is so obviously it's always on the 4th of July, and if you're from Underwood, I think it's mandatory that your favorite holiday is the 4th. I tell people that
Right.
that's my holiday. I don't want to do anything on the 4th
Right.
besides hang out in the community, the beer garden. When I was a kid, I played bingo for, I don't know, like 6 hours,
Hmm.
whether it be with my grandma or something like that. But it's a great event that happens every year on the 4th of July, the parade. It's a well, I think at last I heard was like 3,000 people coming to town,
Really.
for the 4th of July between other towns, family members, things like that. So it's a good spotlight for our community. They do, they have, you know, bounce houses for the kids. Um, a lot of the table games that happen are done by organizations within the school or the nonprofits put it on,
Hmm.
that kind of thing. So it gets everybody out in the community. You get to see your neighbors that you may not see every day. So the things that are different this year, the fireworks are actually going to be on the 3rd,
Okay.
that night, and then um, the the 5K that happens every year in that morning of the 4th. That's actually going to be a glow run. So, um, you know, the, I think I don't know because I don't know if you can tell I don't run. So
I
I
wasn't gonna assume anything.
but I think where they throw like colors at you, and then it's
Yeah.
an after or it's a nighttime run,
Right.
and so they're gonna do that this year, and then at the end of it, where they end, they're gonna we're gonna have a big celebration or party, essentially out in
Mm.
front of Friends Hideaway. So
Well, and you brought it up, so I'm going to talk to you about this
okay,
because I've been there
yes,
at Friends Hideaway, and you and your wife doing a great job there. You did something that I thought was genius, and it helped me so much because I have this audio thing. There's restaurants that I have been to that I will not go back just because of how harsh the sound is in there. But what you did in big concrete floor and in big open space, you treated that place acoustically, and it is comfortable in there. I mean, it really feels good because of it.
yeah, it was a struggle that I didn't really think about before we opened it. I wanted the open ceiling concept,
Yeah.
and so then we had the Underwood Night Out. It's a big fundraiser for our community. We opened it up just for that night,
Hmm.
um, and it was very loud in there. And we realized that because everybody came in before the event, and then so I was like, well, we have to do something. And luckily for me, I worked for Rasmussen Mechanical,
Hmm.
and I asked Brian Rasmussen. I said, "What he had stuff hanging up
Yeah.
because it's a big open. Certain areas are big open areas, and there's tin, and so he kind of gave me some ideas of what they did, and he knew somebody else that had the same struggles in their business, and so he gave me some ideas, and honestly, it worked better than I thought. When we started with the cushions or the acoustic tiles under the chairs.
See, that is what when I saw that, I said, "Oh, somebody's thinking here,"
Yeah.
because boy, I mean, I can tell. I've got a lot of those same acoustic panels. They're 1 foot by 1 foot square,
Mm,
and I've got a bunch of them at my studios, but that was perfect. It was a because it puts it everywhere.
yeah. Somebody said, "Well, just put floor mats down on the ground. That'll help," and it does, but it doesn't help enough.
Right.
And so the acoustic tiles they help, but then they not enough to what we liked. And
Hmm.
so luckily for me, family members and family friends, I just bought the stuff to do it, and they made them for me, and we just hung them, and
Well,
it's worked.
genius move. It was huge for me. It just made the experience being there that much nicer. And plus, you guys got a great menu. You got so many gluten-free options, which I've turned into one of those people. And I just not out of choice, I just had to because
Hmm.
my system just said, okay, you don't get any more gluten. You've had your fill, and now it doesn't work for you anymore.
Right.
So now,
Yeah.
but and everything that's out there is just great. So I think you've done a wonderful job with that place. And I was just telling somebody earlier today that you could take your restaurant and drop it anywhere and it would fit, but it's an Underwood,
Yeah.
and folks in that area get to enjoy it. So uh, great job. And
I
it's,
can't take too much credit for it. My wife does about 90% of it. So,
well, that's what you're supposed to say.
you know, it's true. I show up and I work, and people ask me, they're like, "Oh, are you the owner?" And I said, "Let's be honest.
Yeah.
My wife owns this. I just work for her."
Yeah. I
So,
think she actually came over and said hi when we were there. Bryce and I were there doing one of our highlights.
yeah,
And well, and that particular one he had put up on the Council Bluffs Food Lovers page as a poll. Hey, where should we go? You guys won just hands down. I mean, it just a runaway vote.
yeah.
You need to go to Friends Hideaway.
Well,
So
I was
that's
happy to
where we
see
went.
that Garcia's too.
Yeah, yeah, we were just up to Garcia's not that long ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was great. The Garcias are amazing people.
Hmm.
It's a great restaurant, great food, and they really brought a lot of people from um, out of Underwood to Underwood.
Right.
Being a great Mexican restaurant, the margaritas, I will tell you, are what you're in for. So,
Yeah, I was actually over. I was over in Omaha somewhere and talked to somebody, and they said that I told them about Garcia's, and she was going to drive like over an hour from where she was at to just to go there because she wanted to try it.
yeah,
So yeah, it worked well.
I'm born and raised in Underwood. I've been there my whole life.
Mhm.
Never moved out of Underwood. And if you would have told me that I would go in there on a night, whether we're busy or not, and I wouldn't know somebody in there, I'd tell you you're lying. But they do.
Yeah, people come.
It's happened to me multiple times. So which is great. It's great for our community. They do a great job. The food's great. So
Well, before we wrap things up, how's everything going in Underwood?
good. We uh, we got a couple projects coming up. We have a lagoon system we're upgrading. That's scheduled to be done the fall of this year, which is a big undertaking.
Hmm.
We were running out of room essentially, so we had to make some changes, and that'll be done. Our goal is to do the finish the trail. So that we done a portion of it, but we want to get the trail all
Right.
the way to the city limits.
Hmm.
So that's the next upcoming project. And then, but other than that, I think things are going well. We're seeing a tremendous amount of young people come out, want to come to Underwood, want to get involved. Obviously, a lot of our nonprofits, they can always use the volunteers,
Right.
and so but you're seeing a big turn in the ages of them. It's younger people get involved and taking on things that which is good. We appreciate the a lot of the seniority that have guided these young nonprofits, but uh, like I said, you're seeing a turn, whether it be entrepreneurs starting businesses in town. I mean, Main Street now is it's packed all the way down. Whether it be Umba having an event, Garcia's is packed. We have the greenhouse is an event space in
Mhm.
Underwood. Outskirts, like a gift shop area. They got number one great. My wife's favorite cider is
Right.
is there.
Yeah.
So and then we have a salon on Main Street. Main Street is coming back as we see it now. So
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of that around the small communities in Pottawattamie County, and it's exciting that there's the leadership is there that sees the value in putting a Main Street back in.
yeah,
And I know that whether it's Underwood or it's out to Avoca or Carson or Trainer, you guys all just kind of support each other and know that what's good for Underwood is going to be good for the other communities too. So
yeah,
everything just kind of comes up together.
yeah. And I think this current council, their goal is to redo Main Street.
Hmm.
It might be quite a few years until we can get it done, just because of the price tag. But we've gotten the layout of what they want. Um, I think that'll come to fruition. Let's see, within I'd say 5 years, I think we could actually get it done. But it's a big goal for this current council. So
Well, grateful for your time. Thanks for coming out and doing this,
yeah, no
and for
problem.
making the announcement about the big Harvest Festival. I'm excited that that's going to be there. Looking forward to seeing what band you get too.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Well, after this is done, I'm gonna get some contacts on you.
All
So.
right. This is Josh Madsen. He's the mayor of Underwood. And we thank you for watching this episode of Pottawattamie County Roots. Hit that like button, hit follow, hit share. Help us spread the word more about what's going on in great communities like Underwood we're just going to hack that algorithm a little bit. How about that? My name is Todd Studer, and we'll be back again with another episode soon. We'll see you then.